Hey man, and welcome back to Chris's Little Kitchen, such as Toaster's Little Oven. And before we're gonna get this stuff, but I'm a little bit confused around here to find anything as well. But I have definitely changed my mind since it was 2 days ago that OCRP has been shut down on all servers as well that I definitely heard the news about Jeff Fabricano and multiple other usernames from the internet, videos, or something like that for some kind of channels. Let's get around here to Studio Crossovers and see what it does about Starbucks Frappuccino. So, this won't actually going to be look like this. I have searched Starbucks around here for this one, and then right next to them as well is Starbucks Frappuccinos Investigators. Let's start around here. This comic studio is so controversial and anything as well. We couldn't actually go on to be checking this out, and especially the characters like anything as well. I have already reviewed again around here for all of these things as well. I can't actually gonna be taking this a little bit all around here for one of these guys. Instead, nothing is actually going to be look like this anyway as well. So the items could be for some drinks and anything as well. It was made by the staff and anything as well. The customers as the Ecto 2 and even other kinds of characters like multiple crossovers from Pizza Tower, Battle for Dream Island, Super Mario, other animators like the Arizona movie for this thing as well, or some kind of the Albuquerque movie and Ultra Rune, or some sort of the Undertale Deltarune, Sonics, or anything as the SML and any other the chicken nuggets and for some kind of games from Google and anything else around as well. The band customers are almost everywhere, unlike these entities and even themselves that include Squidward from SpongeBob, Rickrolled, and any guys like these, including Hollow Knight characters. Especially, it's not going to be like this thing as well. They wasn't going to be seeing for their cafe. They won't absolutely serve them at all. One of these usernames as well. Top of the leader, Prison Warden Rewrite. So on top of the staff, the CEO, Drip of the Rabbit. This is absolutely for one guy. Another one is Lyman. And other kinds of staffs like these may not actually gonna be up here for this a little bit sooner. So I just put on the spoilers and credits to Phantom Pikify Saga, Mod Gen Team, Spike the Heedy or Spike the Hedgy, Jelly, and Nyan KOBFLOL. So, it was maintained by Drip the Rabbit and lots of usernames around the internet. So, there must be a whole bunch of lots of stuff around here for these things as well. That includes for vehicles like the pixelated supercars, and it's a little bit low quality as well. And there's my favorite car, Lamborghini Veneno. It was been 10 years as I have seen this car for ages that I have definitely saw. It was absolutely a dream of mine, and I wasn't able to be seeing this since that something is absolutely scrapping themselves around here for something else. And that must be for some kind of like other kinds of things. And that must be another one itself. There's the gun over here. That includes Starbucks hats and a little bit amount of things as these things as well. So we wouldn't actually going to be seeing like anything as well there are lots of things we may not able to show because this is absolutely totally a little bit stupid around here from anything around here we go. And the backgrounds that features inside the Starbucks coffee store or like anything as well. So this is where my mom we came out into the coffee store and drink something like lots of sugars in my body as well, but I would not believe this wasn't actually going to be for something like that. But it's totally making any sense around here since when I was young in Southwest City, and probably that wasn't going to be for something like this. I haven't enjoyed around here for coffees or anything or what until we have taken home with our very grateful drinks or something like pretty weird or something. So there must be a little bit more around one of these characters. We may not actually going to be taking a lot. Now the 4 places could be the Courthouse, Sonic Speed Cafe, Soupway, and the Pigster's Shack. Let's start around in the Courthouse. This is where the lawsuits had just came off with other kinds of itself. It was based on for some kind of games in like this thing as well. Probably just like the Roblox game about Ace Attorneys Roblox edition or Gary's Mod edition for something like this. So this is absolutely the reference about this thing as well. The Ace Attorneys game for something as well. It was from Ace Attorney, and another one is the Sonic Speed Cafe. This wasn't going to be a little bit real. That's being captured by some other kinds of guys. Another one is Soupway. We wouldn't able to be added a little bit as well. And the Pigster's Shack. There must be 3 of them as well. And for some other kinds of places like bloody things as well. And there includes Jim's Coffee Hut. The Wheel. This is absolutely where that go illegal some kind of persons or customers were being punished over here. Another one is the Piggy's Island. It was from Angry Birds Transformers. And many more is Unholy Egg Space. This is absolutely from this thing as well, the Pizza Tower. And the Hide and Seek, something like this, could be right over here, that features a prison cell and something like that. So I'll be putting around over here instead of everything as well, that I just going to put something anywhere as well. I'm not actually going to put something like the Starbucks restaurant or the cafe for something like that. And also, it has some other kinds of user-submitted sprites. Even though there must be a little bit many more around here. And the restaurant's on fire that the day the monsters had just took over around here for this one. So, even though this is going to be so chaotic when things are just going to get people out of hand. So, I think this won't actually going to be just like that. But one of these worst things look like even this. Monsters taking over everywhere as well for some sort of like this. So, current mascots like the current cream or some sort of like this, Rambutan. This is not a sister of current cream cookie. She was the part of the Rambutan tribe. And of course, there is even more of one of their cookies or some sort of lots of characters, what is going on around here inside of that thing. This is getting a little bit stupid and even some sort of terrible, like these things shouldn't. Then there must be a little bit inappropriate out there. We could not able to be seeing down here for something as well. there's a little bit amount of sprites as bear traps builds in some sort of like other kinds of stuff, bones and other things like this, and some sort of other kinds of treats, and the most wanted guy on earth. And there is 2 cannons. I accidentally pressed around here for the studio crossovers, so we're not able to worry about that. And before we may not decide it's the end of this video. So over here, we got already down here for other kinds of stuff, guys, and even one of themselves, like Mario stuff. We would not see anything about this stupid anime for other kinds of stuff. And one of many more guys like this. So I may not be able to be looking around here for a lot of characters as well. So they continue to submit sprites everywhere around the corner, including around here, such as Disney characters like Goofy and even more for some sort of these guys as well. So that was probably the end of the line. So I may not add anything as well, and that must be for some counters that you can text anything as anything you want. So I may not actually gonna be posted around here itself because I have been signed out for something else. That's everything for today, and we may not actually go into show for the user comics around here as well. This is so controversial, or some sort of like anything that I probably don't know how to do, because sometimes I may absolutely start to get a little bit confused around here for this one. So we might absolutely go on the end of this video pretty soon enough that I definitely add 2 cookies and even one of themselves. That must be the villager outside of Jim's coffee hut, and even though that must be not a chase, but throughout the traffic like these things as well. On the trunk of the Chevrolet C10, that must be one of those 3 guys. There's Raleigh Jefferson on the middle, right next to Glenn Quagmire, and a strange black villager guy over here in this truck. In the soupway, I have put it around a Ford F-250 from 2008. This is a 2008 Ford F-250, and even more of them as the Chevrolet C10. There is a smart supervan and another Chevrolet C10 on this one, or some kind of Ford F-100. Even though there is Latte Cookie over here right next to the doors of the Soupway Cafe, or something like, it's not a cafe for something like that. So anyways, the link is going to be in the description, and I'm not probably sure you have to be at the age of 18 users to check out of this comic studio if you're going to be viewing it. And thankfully, also you can check it out of this link in the description, and that may not actually going to be everyone or something like for everyone, because it's about to be sued by the government, and hopefully that absolutely going to change everything forever. And especially one of those communities out there may not actually look so good, and especially for those user comics around for their browserings or something like that. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be signing off, and stay tuned for another one. So I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later, and this is TC is signing off.